Hello and welcome to a Taylor's Tales podcast. This is Chris's Corner. I'm your host, Chris Taylor, and welcome back to a brand new episode. This week, we've got my favourite comedians on. It's Bert Kreischer and Tome Segura. So, let's get straight into it. Bert, I'm asking the big questions. How are you going to die?
To drink myself to death.
Yeah, that sounds about right, Bert. So how are you going to stop that from happening?
I'm going to lose a ton of weight.
I don't think I've heard you say that before, Bert.
I'm going to clean my life up. I'm telling you. I'm going to change my shit around. I'm going to turn my shit around. I'm going to quit drinking when I lose weight.
Tom, do you think Bertie's fat?
We'll get to your heart attack in a moment.
Bert, how did you get like this?
I think I live in a world of denial, right?
Are there any other reasons you got like this, Bert?
9 pizzas show up. I start eating pizzas. They're like, do you want a reservation at the steakhouse? I was like, 100%.
Tom, anything to add?
This is what happens after just 60,000 Tito.
60,000 Tito's is nothing for you, Bert. What sort of small repercussions you'll get from this small amount of alcohol?
Leanne leaves me, right? She kicks me out of the house.
Bert, no, she'd never leave you because you're fat. Bert.
I know you're supposed to laugh. I would hit her before I cheat on her.
Where do you think you would hit her?
You would, wouldn't you?
Tom, what would be your first reaction after Bert hits Leanne in the face?
If you did, I'd be like, do you have it on tape?
It'd be a great opening clip for your mom's house.
Speaking of YMH, why did the fat shaming of Bertie Boy start?
Because he's Jewish?
No, because...
Thanks, Christina. But I did say Bert, not Nadav. So, Bert, have you ever fat shamed Tom?
Fucking face.
Yeah.
Fat fucking disgusting little small-mouthed face.
My God, Bert, that's crazy. Tell him, Tom.
Listen to me, you lunatic. Oh, by the way, you're fat too.
You're gaslighting me right now.
Bert, he's not gaslighting you, he's telling you the truth.
You're lying right now.
I'm not lying.
Bert, this is an intervention right now.
This is why I drink. This is why I fucking drink.
Okay, maybe we need to cool our jets. Tom, I'm gonna need you to take over.
Because of how much I love you, I totally forgive you.
Well said, Tom. Now, let's switch gears. Tom, what did Bert say about Nadav's people again?
Jews are weak.
I really said that.
You really did?
Well, it's because Nadav's from Israel. We were joking. I don't think all Jews are weak. I think Nadav's weak.
Okay, so what did Bert really say, Tom?
You said he's one of the sneaky ones that survive.
So, Bert, any thoughts on being the biggest racist comic in the US?
Spittoon, KKK, proud member in good standing. Yeah, but I'm a huge Nazi memorabilia. I like.
Oh, wow, what does that look like?
Oh my God, there's swastikas everywhere.
Each to their own. But why so many swastikas?
I'm Hitler. I'm Hitler.
How do your family feel about that?
Dad, enough with the fucking swastikas.
Do your fans feel the same way?
If you're a fan of mine, you have to have
What?
a great sense of humor.
Oh, yeah.
Or be super alt-right.
The alt-right, huh? What's that like?
Oh, I like Bert Kreischer. Oh, he's the fattest, most racist comic in America.
Tom, are you going to weigh in on this?
Bert, please come back to us, to society. They're just people.
Yeah, Bert. They're just people. But you know who aren't people? Porn stars.
Did you see you appeared on YMH podcast? Doomers! Yes! Between him and Bert, Tom Segura and Bert Kresicher, I'm just wondering if they want to get a DP going or if they want to, hit me up for any double action.
Hey, bitch, step the fuck up. We're supposed to be DPing this chick, man.
Yeah, Bert. Siberia was ages ago. What's going on?
Me and you both put on strap-ons.
Right.
And we have sex with her together.
And then at the end, she leaves and we jerk off on each other.
Yes, that sounds about right. It is called Two Bears, One Cave. But let's see what Leanne says.
We're not going to do it with our real dicks.
No, I don't give a shit. No, I think that's gross.
God, she's such a bummer, man.
Oh, shit.
Wow, what a downer. I bet Tom's done a lot of nice stuff for you, though, Bert.
And then charter you out so you can do the podcast and not have to worry about it and put you up. And you go, I love you so much more than my wife. I love you so much more than my wife. I love you so much more than my wife.
There it is. I bet that cost a pretty penny, huh, Tom?
So much money. But,
So, Brett, what are you going to do for Tom to return the favor?
I've actually been having panic about this. I say we top out at $100,000. I say $100,000. I think we end okay.
yeah, I think that's fair.
I'm looking for a gift concierge.
I've got a gift concierge right here, right now. Hello, Bert. Why don't you come over here and I'll give you 100,000 impression of me.
Hello, Bert. Understand you're needing a gift for your mate Tommy? I go, I am. And he goes, all right. I've sent over a questionnaire. Have him fill that out. And I'm going to come back with a list of 12 gifts that might be perfect for him. All under $100,000.
Tom, do you have any response to people who think you're being reckless with your finances?
I already know the way to stay connected to poor people like you. Let us fucking have our fun, okay? Guys, I'm struggling to pay my rent. Well, fuck you. Get your rent covered, okay?
Speaking of things that piss you off, how are your kids, Tom?
I was so fucking mad.
What did they do?
Painting my fucking walls!
That does not sound good. What sort of response did you get?
You're being rude!
So we've established on Two Bears, One Cave that you two love the single life, seeing as Bert talks about divorcing Leanne multiple times, living in the fantasy, and then Tom, well, murdering Christina seems to be on his top priority list. So, gentlemen, let's talk about body count. Let me rephrase. Instead of saying body count, I meant how many people have you slept with, gentlemen?
I've only hooked up with whites. It's my whole thing. My whole list are whites.
And I thought I would never be surprised. Tom?
No.
Bart, who's on your list?
My blowjob list is through the roof. But do you count putting your dick in someone a little bit?
No, Brent. No, that's not what I asked.
I smell so bad.
Yes, Bertie, we get it. But that's not what I asked. Who's on your list?
Get a burner account, start following these hoes.
For God's sake, Brett. What are you, a Labrador?
I wonder how many of these girls would have stuck around if I had a cell phone.
None.
100%.
Tom, tell us about your hoes.
A few hoes on this list.
But we don't know how many people are on your list or who's on your list. But we would like to know how many kids you have because of this list.
1.8 million.
Wow, that's a lot of kids. Let's move on to the main event. I've got 2 words for you. Kool-Aid.
I'll take a sip of Kool-Aid. The
Kool-Aid? You drinking Kool-Aid to start your day?
It's so good.
What kind?
Red.
You're drinking a fucking 64-ounce. So much sugar. People walk around and they're like, good for that guy. He drinks a lot of water. It's Kool-Aid. You're like, I'm getting my day started. I don't know that there's another adult man in the country that has a fucking gallon of Kool-Aid.
You don't think that's not adding calories, though?
No. Most doctors recommend it.
So, moving on from Kool-Aid, Tom, give Bert a treat. He's been a good boy.
Yeah.
You got to have your... What's this?
Alfajore.
What?
It's a treat.
Oh. Hold on. Let me finish my sentence.
Okay.
You could put cyanide in here and I still eat it.
We know, Brett, we know.
Oh, pussy doesn't taste as good.
Wow, you must really like that product. How do you think you would get more of it?
Kill all the brown people first.
Well, oh, fuck this. We're killing everyone.
Yeah.
2 bears, 1 world. But before the world ends, Bert, you're a man of alcoholic tastes. Please tell us about how to fend off a DUI.
So that's when I say get ready for your DUI, right? This is what I mean.
This is what you gotta do.
This is your wife gets out of the car. Know your words quickly. Sir, taser. That's it.
Do you have Leanne tased?
She gets out of the fucking car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be like, taser.
I'd be like, sir, taser. Shoot her.
Boom! No more DUIs, and you don't have to deal with your bitch of a wife anymore. But apart from DUIs, I've heard on the grapevine that you're rather good at tennis, Bert. Please tell us a little bit more about your hidden talents.
That flat serve's pretty good, huh, Mike?
I told Tom, if you came to me for a lesson and you asked me about like improving anything on your serve, I would literally have no notes for you.
Chris Taylor here, just trying to figure out Bert's overall game. Could you give us your thoughts?
I mean, I'll be honest. I've never seen that kind of discrepancy between a serve and the rest of someone's game in my life.
I don't think any of us are surprised by that. Tom, what were you feeling before the tennis match? I'm sure you were feeling rather confident.
The day before our match, Bert got drunk. Can I say with whom or no?
Yeah.
Got drunk with Stone Cold Steve Austin, and he showed up looking like a bag of hot shit.
Ah, you were confident. So what happened then?
And I go, I saw one surf, and I go, I think Bert might be better than I thought.
Tom, you could have summed that up by just saying you're shit at tennis.
I hate you. You're such a cunt.
Tom, Bert, before we go, let's see the most Tom and Bert interaction you've ever had.
I fucking love it.
Yeah.
I fucking love it. And I'm so good at it. And it's not going to be, what, swastika? Is that what you're thinking? Do you read books?
I mean, I have.
That was the most Tom and Bert interaction there has ever been. I hope you've enjoyed this Taylor's Tales compilation / mini podcast interaction, or imaginary podcast interaction, as you may call it. I hope to make many more of these throughout time with my favourite podcasters out there. This has been a Taylor's Tales podcast. This has been Chris's Corner. I've been your host, Chris Taylor, and as always, I hope to see you this time next week. Bye now.
One time I blew a squirrel.